folks, department of projects, pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gators. 6-6. Bullet high.
Outside, let's get off the field.
Go on. Go on.
Slam.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play. Play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. 70. Indy.
What we got? Why?
Recon. 132 fighter. Ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Jennings. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let him know. Check three.
You draw Corker. Five.
Jones operating from the gun. Gets us out to Saquon Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey. Shoot.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let go.
Now Jones. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, orbit.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Check right. Watch the eye. Showing up. Get it.
Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Good job right there.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
All day, every day, any day.
All go special.
To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. Check. Alert.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Let's go.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
17 yards and a Giant first down. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
He's crazy. He's checking crack.
General West.
Throwing, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Protein spill. Ready.
Saquon Barkley running right and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Switch.
This is Jennings. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here we go, D. Anxious It's just me.
Hustle, high five.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
Seems as if the passing attack starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Jones now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Mike 56. Check.
From the 29, Jones. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Check 43.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Target. Spot. Target. Spot. No.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson. Jones has it.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd and 3.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Watch your slant. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster. Try and catch them back on their heels a little bit.
Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
Extra point up and through by Myers. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway of the NFC Championship game. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
At the 30-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
58.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, G. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Josh Jones in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tight yard, tight yard, tight.
Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
58, come on.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
36. Check. Save. Check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ronald Jones, 51 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now Jones on 1st down. This is Shepard on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Delta.
Jones operating from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down.
Down. 8, read.
49. Run.
Down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
80 weapons.
Check three. Kill.
Let's go.
Kill. Turn up.
Hey, exit. You draw corkers.
Check.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, 61, matchbox right. Hey, rock it.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, alert 3.
Topper.
To throw again. Jones. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Watch the twist. Tighten up.
Get.
From the gun, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Man, I got you. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Leo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I'm going to come back to you.
Greystone travel. Hey, seam 6.
So that'll back him up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal.
I'm coming.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch Avery creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift. Watch the shift.
Back to throw again. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to
Sterling Shepard there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Mike. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I got you, son. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the safety creep.
Friday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jones. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right? Around the 15-yard line.
Montez perfect on the tackle. A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly. Put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
I'm coming for you.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Coming. 49.
Hey, high 7. Deep rip.
On second and 11 now. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On the set.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Look at me. Zipper.
49.
Now.
Throwing on second and long. Jones, open man right side is Ingram. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Down. 10-2 saw. Bravo. 54. Pilot, 64. Read. Hey, Haywood!
Mike front four.
Look at me! Door!
The field defense.
Shoot!
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on fourth down.
Go!
Hey, here we go. Mike's 49. Come on, boy.
Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get complete.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Brad McDougal.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
what you need, tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never